Righty-ho, back to Dark Souls again, and if you've been following along with the series, then you may notice that I'm no longer in the horrible place that I was stuck for quite some time in the last episodes. I thought I would probably wouldn't be entertaining to watch me try and struggle to get out of there. It depends on what you're into, I suppose. But yeah, I did struggle, and I really did struggle. But I did get out. Second thing you'll notice is I have a boar's head helmet on now, which I just discovered the stats were better than what I was wearing, so why not? I'm quite a weird looking character now. I mean, more so than before. I've got quite an eclectic dress sense. But yeah, I feel like it's nice to add a little bit of sort of colour and flair to this dingy, dark world. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in, I guess I'm in Dark Basin now. I left myself in Dark Basin. Basically, I found a ladder that I hadn't noticed in the horrible place where I was trapped last episode. I climbed up it and I found a way out back through the catacombs. I also defeated the, what was it called, Pinwheel, the boss, which was down there in the place I was stuck. It wasn't actually that hard. I defeated it on my second attempt, and it sort of, I'd hoped it was going to lead me somewhere that was a bit nicer. I don't know why I thought that, given this game, but I thought maybe it would lead me out of there, but it didn't, and that's why I went looking for another way out and found the ladder that I'd missed. Basically, the boss, beyond the boss was the entrance to another area, which seems horrible. You'll be surprised to hear, called the Valley. What is it? No, Tomb of the Giants. And it was just pitch black, with little markers on the floor to tell you where to go so you didn't fall off a cliff, which I did a couple times anyway. And there were giant skeletons in there, and you had to fight them in the dark while not falling off a cliff. So I just decided, no, I don't think so. Not today. Not today. So yeah, I came back up here, wandered around a bit, farmed a few souls to level up a couple times just to make myself feel better. And now I'm wandering around again. I think I may be wrong, but I think I've basically explored every branch up to the point where I find something horrible that kills me and then turn back now. So I basically just have to do the maths of what is the least horrible thing that is going to kill me the least, and I'll go to that branch. See if I can remember the branches off the top of my head. There's this one, which is the Hydra, which is right ahead of me here, which just shoots a bunch of water at me, or some kind of Hydra spit or something, I suppose, and kills me almost instantly with that. Don't know how to get past that. Don't know if you can even kill it. Don't know if there's a way past once you do kill it, if you can kill it. Also in Darkwood Basin we have the elevator down to the Valley of Drakes, which you just saw. There are a couple dragons right there who basically just mess you up as soon as you go near them. Like, I can barely stand getting hit once by them, so I don't know how I'm going to deal with that at my current level. What else? I've got the Tomb of Giants, which is a nightmare, and it also means going back down that horrible place I was in, which I don't want to do right now. What else have I got? I've got the Gaping Dragon in the Depths, which is also a nightmare. Is that all? That might be all. Oh, I've got the wizard guy who's through the door that I opened with the Crest of Artorias in Darkroot Garden. And he like brings these, he sort of casts, I think they're illusory knights that attack you, and that's a nightmare as well. So I'm basically at the point where I have no idea what to do. I don't know what the friendliest boss currently is, or area. Like, if I was going to sort of cheat a tiny little bit, I would maybe look up a walkthrough and see where it suggests I go next. It would be very easy to do that. Just to give myself a sense of, okay, what is not completely beyond me right now. But I don't really want to do that yet. I think I want to just sort of wander around and see if I can find something that isn't completely beyond me. Oh, I also have the dragon on the bridge, which I still haven't killed, even though it's quite an early on thing. I still have no idea how I'm supposed to kill it. I don't know if you're supposed to have killed it like really early on and it opens up a path that you can go down. And I just haven't worked out the secret method for doing it, or I don't know if it's actually a boss that you're supposed to leave until way later in the game and then come back to and kill it. No idea about that. It's another thing I could easily just look up, but I'm not going to right now. I'm not going to rule out looking up stuff in the future, but right now I haven't banged my head enough against everything enough to feel like I can justify looking stuff up yet. I feel like I should at least give the Gaping Dragon a few more tries, see what happens. Is there any other way that I can go that I'm forgetting right now? I'm not sure. Yeah, there's the big door that's along here, with the guy waiting outside it. That's still not open. I think I might need to ring the other bell to open it. That's just a guess. Or maybe it's something completely different opens it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I almost feel like I should make a map of this game, not an in-depth one, just like this area connects to this area, which connects to this area, because I'm starting to slightly... I'm having to think a little bit to work it out now. Like, before it was sort of intuitive, but I think because I took a break, I'm now like, wait, where does that... how do I even get there again? I could... yeah, let's... should I go back to the depths? Try fighting the Gaping Dragon a few more times? Let's do that. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, and if I see any other routes that I've forgotten about along the way, then I can maybe try them as well. But I don't think there are any obvious ones. There's almost certainly like ones that are hidden or something that I haven't found, but I can't think of any other main routes that I have not yet explored. Ooh. Where do I want to go if I'm to get to the depths quickly? I guess I just... would it be quicker to go down to the Firelink Shrine? I'm not sure. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Just gonna fight my way along here, get some extra souls. Because this bit just feels a little bit friendly now. I just feel like, yeah, I can just kind of kill these things mostly in one hit and feel a little bit better about myself after last episode's absolutely abominable performance. Is that something behind me? I don't think so. No. Okay. It's just take it easy this time. Need to be kind to myself. Do a bit of self-care. Let's not run into any unfamiliar areas and bonfire in them without checking if you can get back or not. That's something I've learned. Not a good idea. The white light down in the catacombs that was across the bridge leads in a roundabout way down to the place where I got stuck. So that's not another route, that's the same route. There's also one of those headless gargoyle things down there, which I might be able to kill because I've killed one of them before. I think it was the thing in the entrance to Darkroot Garden was one of those things. So I know that I can kill those things. It's past a load of respawning skeletons and stuff. So I just then I haven't been able to find the lantern guy who's keeping them alive. So that's kind of a problem that I need to deal with as well. Yeah, that's another route. I should add that to my list so I don't forget about it. That might actually be the least intimidating one right now, but on the other hand it's way back down in the catacombs and I don't know if I can face going back down there right now. It's kind of a long route to get to somewhere that I'm in no mood to visit again. I would not leave that place a very positive Yelp review. No, Jack. Don't. Oh god. Don't try it on my keyboard. Oh god, why am I... What just happened? Oh shit, my cat literally just stood on my keyboard and must have like switched to a different control method because I suddenly couldn't move at all. Okay, I think that's a sign that he wants out of the room. Hang on a second. Oh no, I'm pissed. Okay, well, I kind of deserved that, and now I'm right way back here again. Oh well. I guess I'll get more souls this way. Sorry about this, you're just gonna have to watch me walk all the way back, but you know what you're tuning in for on this recording. Like, if you're interested in watching skillful play, then there are plenty of other avenues for you to do so. One thing I really want to do when I finish this game, and it's a big assumption that I will actually finish this game, is watch speedruns of it. I would love to see speedruns of this game and see what the optimal strategy is, and just see people messing up the bosses and stuff. I think that would be really cool. Like, that's one of the reasons that I'm so determined to finish it, because I just wanna look at speedruns. Like, glitchless ones are more interesting to me. I like seeing the glitches and everything, but like, to me, like, a glitchless run of this game would be really interesting to watch. Like, or 100% run maybe, where you've got to defeat all the bosses or something. That would be really cool. And just see people run through these things in the most optimal way. I like speedruns in general, they're really fun. I don't think I can ever be in that world though. Like, I just don't have the brain power for it. Like, I don't have the reflexes, the response time, the knack for memorization and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different skills that all have to come together for you to be good at it, I think. And I have very few of them. Right, okay. What way I guess I'll go the same way again, but not die this time. My cat is now not in the room, so he should not sabotage my efforts again, We had a power cut right after I finished recording last time, so I was glad that I actually did finish it. Scary when that happens. I sort of assume, I always assume that I've done something wrong when there's a power cut, because I think like, oh god, maybe I left something on that has caught fire or something. Don't know why that's my first thought, but it was just a general neighborhood power cut. Makes you feel pretty helpless though, like when the power goes down. It makes me realize, oh god, I really should learn some basic survival skills, because what if this is the time that the power goes off and it never comes back again? You never know when that'll be. Someday it's gonna happen. Yeah. What was I going to say? I had something else to say and I've totally blanked on it. That was my phone, don't worry, that wasn't your phone. Unless your phone also went off at the same time. Might want to check it just in case. If you're paranoid like me, you're like, that might have covered up a from my phone. And yeah, go ahead. I'll forgive you for looking at your phone during this. Just this once though. Generally I want you to be paying full attention to what's going on here. No multitasking. No doing this and watching this in the background. This demands your full attention, damn it. There are layers to this that you won't get if you just watch it in the background. Oh yeah, when the power went out, that was the thing I was going to say. When the power went out, it was weird because, I guess this isn't actually weird, but it weirded me out for a minute. Like, my 4G went down as well. Like, I didn't expect that to happen, but I guess there must have been a signal tower, like, nearby that was also affected by the power outage, but it didn't really occur to me that that would happen. Like, if the power... I sort of rely on... Oh well, if you know, if I lose the internet, then I can still get it on my phone using 4G. But like, at the same time everything else went down, that went down as well. So it was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm just totally cut off then. Weird. Like, I would have sort of expected the signal towers to maybe be on like a different power system or something, but I guess not. Or maybe it was just a total coincidence, I don't know. But it was weird. Made me feel very helpless for a few minutes, and then it all came back again. Oh, it's warm. It's very stuffy today. Oh dear, dear, dear. Less than a week till my interview now, and I'm no less nervous, I should say, about it. It's no more calm. I'm not over it. I'm not like... I haven't reached that zen place on the other side of panic. Rarely get there. I'm not sure that place exists for me. I've heard people talk about it, but... to me it just pretty much just feels like more panic. All the way down. Like turtles. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably should stop just going on about it because it's just making me think about it more. But yeah, it's bound to dominate my thoughts right now, considering it's such a new thing for me and it's so soon. And my whole life hinges on it. Like, I shouldn't think of it like that at all, but like in a literal sense, like my future is going to be very different depending on how it goes. But I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, so I should just be treating it as like neutral whether it goes well or badly, because you know, I literally have no idea whether my future will be better or worse if I get this job or not. So I should just be going like on balance, you know. I'm just going to treat it like it doesn't make a difference right now. Obviously I'm going to try and get the job, or try and make a good impression at least. Or maybe I should just treat it like practice, I don't know. Like, I've had people say, like, just treat it like practice, don't expect to get it. I don't expect to get it at all, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh dear. I should just treat it like practice, shouldn't I? That's probably the healthier way to look at it. Because maybe, I guess, next time will be less scary, maybe. Unless this goes really badly and I'm like, it was actually worse than I expected, which seems impossible, because in my head it's the scariest thing ever. I can't imagine it will actually be that scary, but it's hard to tell the irrational side of my brain that. Like many things, I might have said this before, but like many things, it comes down to the fact that I just cannot get my the rational part of my brain to talk to the irrational part of my brain, the emotional part. Like, they don't talk. They're not on speaking terms. Like, I can know something perfectly well and intellectually, and emotionally I'm just like, nope, not true. I don't know how to deal with that. Like, I don't know. I feel like that is almost like a disorder that should have a name or something, but I don't know if it's even rare. Like, I feel like it's fairly common. Like, I just feel like people just accept it to some degree, but it doesn't. Why is it that way? Like, why can't you intellectually override the emotional side of your brain and be like, no, you shouldn't be feeling like that, so don't feel like that. And your emotional side is like, oh yeah, you're right, okay. Doesn't work like that at all. It would be nice if it did, but I don't know. At least I have my happy pills. Those are still going well. Generally. Obviously had a bad week last week, but apart from that, still pretty happy overall. Way happier than I was a couple of years ago. I don't think it's all due to the pills, but I'm giving them quite a lot of credit. Okay, there we go. Oop. Right. I'm going the right way, aren't I? Yeah, I was going down to the depths. That was what I was doing. This way, isn't it? Sure, there was a quicker way, but my brain is not operating on a level where I can optimize my route effectively. God, remember when this was the hardest thing. Miss those days. Those innocent days when these guys were a problem. Cue me getting killed by these guys. is my 10th episode of this, if you don't count the one that I didn't consider a real episode because it was so boring. Yeah, should do something to celebrate, really. Should have worn a party hat or had a cake or something. Apologies for the lack of ceremony. I'll try to actually make some progress to celebrate. How about that? It's a lofty goal, but I like to aim high. That's not true at all. Oh. Okay. Back into the depths. Feels like a lifetime since I've been here, but it's not really that long. At all, actually. It's only a couple episodes. Already forgotten where everyone is. But these guys aren't too tough. Really do wonder what the sort of accepted order to do this game in is. Like, am I supposed to be in the depths right now? Am I supposed to have done them already before even going to Darkroot Basin, or am I supposed to leave them till later? I have no idea. Where do the catacombs come into it? They seem pretty hard, like, comparative to a lot of the other areas that I've got to, so I'm guessing they're maybe a bit later, supposed to be a bit later on, and the Valley of Drake certainly seems way harder than most of the areas I've been to, so that's why I'm just kind of ignoring it right now. Where do I even go from here? Go through the water, don't I? The worst thing that's happened to me in here is getting cursed, and I still have no idea how to cure that. Maybe I should I be talking to everyone at the Firelink Shrine just to make sure there's not someone in there who's like, oh, you've got a curse, let me cure it right now. Boom, you're cured. Have fun with your twice as much health. Like, that's probably too much to hope for, but I should probably be talking to people more. Because I've totally forgotten what everyone's deal was. Like, all the people at the Firelink Shrine. Like, some of them are people I rescued and who said, like, if you ever need a blah blah blah, come and see me, or something. And I just kind of ignored them. But that's probably not the best course of action. Okay, I think I'd go the other way, actually. This is where those crazy chefs were before. Is it this way? Oh, it's damn bloody well not. Okay, right. Apologies for that. It's actually this way, I believe. Okay, this is where there's like things on the ceiling, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, there's a slime up there. Right, just need to not get hit in the head with slime. That's the ideal. Wait, it's not this room? Maybe it's not this room. Soon. Wait, is it? Is this an over wall? Just making that up. Shut up. Stop lying. How dare you? Or was there one here and I already destroyed it? I can't remember. I don't know. Ah, here's the slime hallway. Right. Okay. Slimes are just kind of annoying because they take loads of hits to kill. They don't really pose much of a threat. You just have to take it slowly and don't do anything silly, basically, and you'll be fine. For example, don't walk away from the computer while you're fighting one, as I did last time. Oh. Right. Oh. Mixing it up, doing a heavy attack. I hardly ever do heavy attacks, and I wonder if that's holding me back in some way. It just feels like they're not really worth it. Like, they're not worth the extra time it takes. Like, that was less damage than a normal attack, wasn't it? Okay, maybe it's just slightly more, but it was a way longer build-up, so I just feel like it's not worth it most of the time. Happiness ahead. Ah, yeah, bonfire. Ah, yeah, back to my old base in the depths. I missed this place. I remember when this seemed like the worst place in the world, and then I went to the catacombs and it all changed. Oh, I've nearly got enough souls to level up again. I should probably just farm some and then come back, rather than fighting the boss right away. Let's do that. Do a bit of farming. Ah, I forgot about that guy. Going down there again. Oh god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Wow, you guys are tougher than I remember. I can't get out. Help! Help, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Sweet Estus. Wow, they cornered me in a unexpected way. There's things in these crates, aren't there? Yeah. These don't give you much in the way of souls. Oh well. Try left. Oh, I think there's an item there. I already got. So down there is where the gaping dragon appears. that thing still seems way out of my league. Both in terms of being able to kill it and in terms of it won't go on date with me. Okay. Do I go around there? Go this way. Dragging this trophy of a rat behind me. Wow, this is seriously stuck in me, this rat. Oh, there we go. Whee! I can't get over... Is that a place that I can get to? Is there any way to get there that... Like, could I jump over that gap, potentially? Like, jumping controls in this game are sort of a bit non-existent, so I'm guessing not, but... Stop it. Oh, that's what cursed me before. Like, it's got the skull icon. I don't know if I can get double cursed. If so, then I really don't want to. Go away. I wish I'd never got cursed. Not pleasant. Hello. For cursing me before. Trying to explore this bit reasonably thoroughly in case I've missed something. Have I been this way before? I don't really remember this. What's down there? Nothing. What's up here? Okay, I don't remember this bit. Oh. Another one of those bloody holes. Not a fan of you guys, to be honest. No offense, but you didn't make the best first impression. Need to work on your interview technique. Oh, I've got an Eye of Death. That's nice. It's not a bonfire, is it? No. Is that a cursed person who's been trapped by the frogs? I don't know. Is there any way I can get across that hole? Because that looked like a place that I hadn't been before. Right. Can I roll and I just make it across magically? No. Does not work that way. I know there is a way, because I did it once before. I don't know how much time I want to waste on it right now, though. Oh, I've got enough to level up now. I should probably just get back to the bonfire and do that before I lose them all. Yeah, let's do that. is that? Oh. Is there one that falls from the ceiling here? I feel like there might be. Just be imagining it though. Looks like you're just having a tantrum when you hit the slime. It's just like, taking out all your frustrations on this one helpless enemy. Take that! Take that, gaping dragon! Take that, skeletons and wheels. Is this the right way? No, this leads up to the boss. I don't want to go there yet. Definitely don't want to go there yet. I want to go to the bonfire. Level up, then come back and defeat the boss first try. Plan. Sorted. See it, say it, sorted. It's one of those slogans. That's the slogan that they use like at train stations for if you see a unattended bag, you're supposed to report it. But I hate the way that they make the announcers say it after they make that announcement. Like, even if they're real people, like, real people should never have to say slogans like over a tannoy, like live. That's just not fair on anyone. Like, where am I going? It's like when if it's in a supermarket and they say the slogan of the supermarket after every announcement, and it's just like, don't make people say that. It doesn't sound natural at all, and it's just, we all know. Feels like a misguided attempt to do something. I don't know what. Okay, should I do strength again? I kind of like having more strength, but also I still don't have much health at all. Should I just keep leveling up health to try and counter the effects of the curse? I think I will for the moment. Right. So yeah, they make people say, if you see an unattended bag on the station platform or anywhere else, please report it to a member of staff and we will deal with it immediately. See it, say it, sorted. But like, you can't get that corporate delivery, like, I mean, either way it sounds bad. Like, if they say it like cheerfully, like they actually mean it, then you're like, oh god, you're in a cult. But if they just say it like, I've got to say this now, which is generally how they say it, and I don't blame them at all, because that's how I would say it. It's just like, oh god, I'm just depressed that you have to say that. Like, that's in your contract somewhere that you have to say that after every announcement. Sainsbury's, helping you be a bit better every day. I don't think that's their slogan, but it's that kind of thing, you know. It's not good. Stop that, corporations. Please stop it. I mean, there's worse things that you're doing as well. You could stop those as well. Stop destroying the planet. Stop evading taxes. Stop, you know, crushing smaller businesses. Monopolizing markets, that kind of thing. Chopping down the rainforest, whatever you're up to these days. I don't know if Maybe destroying the rainforest isn't really cool anymore, but like, I'm sure you're doing something bad like that. I'm gonna get dead here. Maybe not. Well, 3 Estus flasks to fight this gaping dragon. Excellent. Why am I going this way? I could just have fallen down one of those holes and then I would probably be there already. Should I just fall down this hole? I don't know. I want to try and jump over that gap again, even though there's no jump button. I'm going to try anyway. Just going to will it to happen. The only jump button I need is in my mind. If I want it hard enough, my character will jump. I keep forgetting my character's a woman, like, it's bad. I should try and remember that. Like, I don't feel much of a sort of, because you never really see your character from, like, the front, and usually they've got a helmet on and, like, all this heavy armor, so you can't really tell. But I shouldn't just assume it's a man, because it's not clearly a woman. Like, that's bad. That's a bad way to live, Alex. But hey, I made the female character. Oh wow! There's a secret way across. Oh my god, is this a new area? Do I not have to fight the gaping dragon right now? That would be wonderful. This feels like it's a new area. Wait, no, is it? Is it? It's not! No, it's not! Damn it! It isn't a new area, it's just this place again. Oh well, it's a shortcut to that place. I don't have to go through the whole under bit with the frogs and everything, but still, okay. That's a little disappointing, but oh well. At least I know a slightly quicker way to get back here now. Right. Okay, gaping dragon, here we come. Wait, what is through there? Is that just the guy who sells random stuff through there? I think it might be. There's nothing else further along, is there? No, you can't get through this door. Is this door like a locked door that you'll be able to open later? Yes. What does this say? Try jumping off. Not sure that's really gonna help me right here. Okay, so wait, is the guy? Yeah, the guy's still here. Hi. Don't really need anything from him right now. Oh, good. That's nice. I upgraded a bunch of my armor as well, so probably a bit better protected than I was last time I fought this thing, but doubt it's going to be enough to save me. Try tail. Okay. Pretty sure there was a message last time that said try head. I mean, that might just have been general life advice, but I assumed it was talking about, like, hitting the boss in the head. So I don't know if both are weak spots, or if one of them is lying, or both of them are lying, or what. It's kind of difficult to know sometimes. But I'll take any advice I can get. Okay, so its tail is, as you would expect, behind it. So let's try and run around there this time. Actually, the tail and head are in the same place because it's like folded back on itself. Let's try going around there. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, they're not now. It's just come back down again. Can I avoid it just by doing this? It's gonna hit me with its tail, isn't it? The tail's gonna like swipe at me and do lots of damage. That usually happens. Traditionally, tails in this game are bad news. Is there any more graffiti advice around here? Let's try. Oh yeah, that's got 33 volts, so I'm guessing the tail is the way to go here. For now, I'm just going to run around avoiding it. Oh, lots of armor. Probably not better than what I have, but still. Are there any other bits of graffiti? Cannot see any right now. Oh dear. Oh my, okay. So it's not just a question of running round until it... and avoiding it, like, you kind of have to make more of an active effort. Aha! Okay, well... this isn't doing as much damage as I would like in an ideal world. Oh Jesus, it's flying. Oh god. Oh yeah, there it goes with its tail. Yep. As expected. Okay, I've got a tiny little bit of its health. Doesn't feel like enough progress though for this stage. Considering I've used 2 Estus flasks in this fight already. The ratio is not good enough, frankly. Oh god, it's gonna... oh no! Yeah. So you just need to... I guess you need to dodge when that happens. I would guess that's how it works. Like, if you dodge... maybe if you dodge, you just become immune to it for the duration. I would hope so, because if you actually have to get out of where its tail is, that's a long way to go. Okay, let's give it another go. Must be missing a strategy here. I want to figure that out at least. Treating this like the interview. This is just practice. This is just a learning experience, so that I know what to do in future. How do I get down? Is there an easier way down to that? I don't know if there is. It's a pretty annoying winding route to get to the boss. Fight a bunch of random crap as well. Let's try not to lose as much health this time though. Go away. Nice that I have that item that like steals a little bit of health from enemies when they die. Kind of saves me from getting gradually chipped down by small enemies, which is good. There's not a way through here, is there? No. These guys are annoying. Let's not get cornered this time. Coming up here. Stop it. Not tough though. Just annoying. Right. At least I know a shortcut here. Oh, how do I get up there, I wonder? No idea. Oh well. Whee! Oh, there is one that comes down from the ceiling. Just didn't trigger it last time. Take that, Hydra, and Valley of Drakes, and Tomb of the Giants, and Dad. Right, okay. Look, back to full health without even having to use Estus. I like this ring that I have. It's a good ring. What the hell was that? Okay, that was weird. Didn't just imagine that, did I? I feel like I'm going mad now. Could have sworn I just saw a weird little sort of supernova thing. I hope that appears on the video. If I watch this back and it's not there, I'm going to be concerned. It's definitely there, okay? Okay. Try tail. Can I? Yeah, I can skip. Okay. Should I try and get my souls back? Is it even worth it? That seems like too optimistic a thing to do, because it's like, well, obviously I'm going to defeat it at some point in this session, so I might as well keep a hold of all my souls. I don't think that's really the case, so I won't bother right now. Puts too much pressure on me actually defeating this thing. Okay, so if you attack its tail where it meets its body, that seems to be slightly more effective. Okay, I'm gonna grab these since I'm near them. Okay, go away, please. Oh, for God's sake! This curse is not helping me here. If I didn't have the curse, I think that probably wouldn't have killed me, but... oh dear. Is there anything else nearby that I can do? Because that was not even close. And now I'm thinking, can I just... should I just be looking for a way to remove this curse? Is that my priority right now? But I don't know if I've got to the point in the game where I can remove a curse. Should I go back to the Firelink and talk to people? I'm going to go back to the Firelink and talk to people and see if anyone says, oh, that's a nice curse you got there, can I have it? And then I'll say yes. How do you respond? Yes. Okay then. Right, don't fall on my head, don't fall on my head, don't fall on my head. Oh, that's good. You can just kind of navigate through a maze of them and they don't fall on you. It's good to know. Saves a lot of time. Right. Back to the Firelink. Talking to people. Let's learn a bit about the world and the lore and whether anyone can cure my curse. What are you saying, Mr. or Mrs.? Lying in ambush ahead. Oh, hello. unnecessary damage there. Underberg, Underberg. Hello, doggy. Oh god, hello. Hello. What are you hiding in there? Jesus. That was not fair. Can't hit you because of this bloody doorway being in the way. Stop that. Hello. Interesting thinking about how this game must be coded a little bit. I mean, I haven't thought about it in a great depth, but just the fact that these guys always trigger together, so they must be linked. Like the trigger for them must be like a collective trigger that triggers all of them. So there are certain groups of enemies that you can't like peel off individually and fight one by one because it'd be too easy. So I guess like there's a sort of collective trigger system. Not to ruin the magic or anything, but I like to think about these things. I'm still clinging to the idea of like making my own game someday. I've just always sort of assumed that I would one day. It's one of those things that I assume that is probably never going to happen, but I just think it will. In the face of all evidence, I think it will. So I like to think about that kind of thing. My brother just started making a game. He's made a few before, but he started making a new one. You can follow his blog, GCat's World of Stuff, for updates on that. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens with it. Oh god! That was close. Oh, don't think I can actually fit down that gap. Yeah, I don't know what sort of game he's going to be making, but it's... I will definitely be interested to see it. Having played probably all his previous ones, I think. Okay, right. What was I doing? I was going to go back to the Firelink Shrine, wasn't I? Let's do that. Me and my brother both have blogs, and they're both the most sort of random selection of subjects you can imagine. Like mine is... I mean, mine is mostly either book reviews or... what else is it? It's updates on my own mental health, which can't possibly be interesting to many people. But I feel like I should write about them because it's a thing that I feel like maybe more people than we realize are going through. The sort of thing that I'm going through, maybe. I don't know. It's just because the fact that I'm going through it makes me not appear in various statistics, I guess. Like, it's sort of... and you know, you don't meet a lot of people like me because I don't get out much. And I feel like there must be more people out there who are having similar issues. Like anxiety that's preventing them from being a full member of society, or like doing all the usual things that people are expected to do. So I feel like it's a sort of, at least I'm sort of creating a record of my existence, and if anyone else is in a similar boat or can relate on some level, then that's great. And if people can't, then at least they know a little bit about people who might be going through that kind of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, with me it's mostly either book reviews or that, or occasional updates on creative projects. And I mean very occasional right now, because I kind of stopped using it for that a little while ago. And I always intend to sort of branch out and write about a broader range of stuff, but with rare exceptions it hasn't really happened much. James's blog, however, is a lot more wide-ranging, but it's still like dominated by a few topics, which are... I guess he has a separate blog for urban exploration, actually, but a lot of urban exploration stuff. And a bit about like 3D modeling and programming, a bit about quite a lot about politics, and a bit about mental health. And those ones are, politics and mental health ones are always incredibly well written and convincing. And I say convincing, I don't really need convincing because I usually agree with them to begin with, because we have our political views are fairly in line with each other, I think, in general. But yeah, they're always much more coherent than mine could be, than I can make mine, because I always like put in weird little tangents and start talking about something else halfway through and weigh it down with all this sort of personal detail or whatever. And oh yeah, okay. What does this say? Reach humanity. Okay, bonfire, 10 Estus flask. Woo, 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 woo. Awesome. Right. So, what am I doing? I'm going to stop talking to myself for a minute and go and talk to some other people. Not real people, but fake people. How are you?
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you?
Yeah.
You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it.
Well.
Don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Oh dear. Okay. Classic Dark Souls humor there.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe.
Oh, you're the guy who wanted to...
You provide the materials.
Yeah, teach me pyromancy. Don't have any cure curse spells, do you? Don't think you do. Iron flesh. Combustion. Flash sweat. Intense sweating reduces flame damage. Oh. Don't know if that works for me in real life, but I should try it out. Fire damage caused by fireballs. Okay, fire. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fire stuff basically.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame.
Yeah,
then
I like
tap,
that.
just as our ancestors did. Pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time.
Okay. What can you do to my equipment? Oh, you can make my Pyromancy Flame a Pyromancy Flame +1, but I don't really use it right now. I maybe should be trying to use it, considering you're a bit nicer than most of them, because you don't laugh after everything you say, completely undermining any positive things you say to me. Okay, right. There's more people, aren't there? There's loads more. At least a few more, not loads more. There's a guy up here. Is there a guy in here? Oh yeah, there's this guy here. Hello.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
Okay, he doesn't do anything for me though. There's a guy up here, I know that much. What was it that you did?
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Well, that was a bit silly of you, wasn't it? You should never tether yourself to someone else. Just be a free agent like me. Anyone up here? Oh look, there's a fun little item on that roof over there. Don't suppose I can get there, can I? Crikey. This does not seem safe. Don't think it is. Okay, I don't want to go down there again. Can I go over here? Yeah, I guess I can. Oh well. Bonfire's right there if I need it. Hi, bird. I don't think there's a way up here, actually. There's light shining up from there. Yeah, okay, well. Not so much. Not really a way anywhere. Any way to get anywhere from here. Let's try and... I'm sure there were more people than that, but maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay. Gesture. Okay, there's no one else around this bit. That guy I've spoken to. Is there anyone up here? In this little churchy type place? I don't think so. Maybe that is everyone. Not as many people as I thought, and no one who has offered to cure my curse. Unfortunately. It's not ideal. God. I feel kind of stuck now. These people aren't kidding when they say Dark Souls is hard. Not only that the combat is hard, but you get to a point where you're just like, don't really know what to do now. Like, there's lots of ways that I could in theory go, but they're all way too hard, and I'm cursed to have half health. until further notice. I don't know what to do about that. Do I look stuff up? I could look stuff up. Is that too big a cheat? I don't know. I don't know at all. Let's just have a think about it. Maybe... should I go back down to the catacombs? I'm doing exactly that thing that I said I would do, which is I'm just alternating between areas in the hope that one of them will turn out to be easier than I remember. Not sure that that actually works, but we shall see. Okay, I'm going back to the catacombs. I want to see if I can defeat that gargoyle without a head, because I defeated one of those guys before. It wasn't that difficult. It's a bit more difficult in this case because I've got a more confined space, and I think I will have respawning skeletons like chasing me at the same time. I think that was what really made it difficult last time. Although if I go down to the bonfire that I got stuck at, as much as I really, really don't want to do that, like, that might actually be the better strategy, maybe? Oh, I also found a slightly more effective way to deal with those spinny skeleton wheel things, was to use your shield, because that actually does block most of the damage from them, and you can kind of deflect them a little bit with that, and long enough to sort of run away at least, or for them to fly past you. Oh. Is there a third one of those? Thought there was, but I don't know where it is. Okay. This place is a lot easier when they don't come back to life. It's still harder than most areas because, like, there's a lot of areas now where I can kill things in 1 or 2 hits. Here it still takes about 3 or 4 for normal enemies, which is manageable, but does suggest this is harder than some of the other places I could be right now. But, you know, easier than the Valley of Drakes, that's for sure. Well, maybe it's not for sure. I don't know. Unless I'm just totally missing something about how you're supposed to fight the drakes. Which is entirely possible. But they seem like a nightmare. Okay. Can't remember where to go next. I'm also using a different weapon now. I upgraded this gargoyle's halberd to +5, and it's slightly better than the other halberd in terms of damage. Not hugely though, so it shouldn't make much of a difference, I think. I'm not gonna pin all my hopes on it. Okay, I guess I'll go bonfire down here. Just in case I get killed by something stupid. Can't believe I'm going back down here again. After I swore I'd never come back. That's how desperate things have got. I don't want to fight that gaping dragon anymore. If I got like 1/3 of its health off even, I would be like, okay, well I'm getting somewhere, or 1/4. Like that would be slightly promising, but because it was only like 1/8 at most, I think that's not enough for me to feel good about my chances. could also try the Tomb of Giants again, but that was a bloody nightmare. Like, I killed one of them, killed one of these giant skeletons in the dark, and then I was like, yay, maybe that was just like a one-off enemy, and then I found another one immediately. And then I was like, well, maybe they don't come back to life after you die, and then I went back there after I died, and yes, it was back. So I was like, oh, screw this. Screw this right out of town, if that is a saying, which it isn't. Sorry you missed me killing Pinwheel, by the way. I really didn't expect it to happen, considering it was only my second attempt or something. It's a lot darker on my other monitor for some reason, but hopefully that's not reflected in the video. Oh. Right, okay. Get more into position for this camera. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I've lost track of where I am now, sorry. Not up here. Oh, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Right. Come at me, skulls. Or faces, or whatever you identify as. Right. Oh god, hello. Bye. Jesus. Have you not fallen off yet? That's hugely irresponsible doing that. If I didn't have, like, skin to protect me from the elements, I would not be somersaulting around as much as you are. Especially not on a... Wow. It doesn't feel fair when they lock you into an animation and you're just like, well, this is going to kill me, obviously, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oh well. That was bound to happen. Quite a long way back though, isn't it? Yeah. Oh well. That's what you come here for. Don't act like you didn't know what you were in for. Just need to find something to complain about on the way back there, and then we'll be all set. How have I still got 9 Estus flasks? I guess... I don't really understand how the Estus system works. Like, if you die before you use them, does that mean you still have them after you die? That's a bit weird, but I guess it sort of makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's quite a unique system. for managing managing healing items. Very flamboyant sometimes. The way oh dear, I'm dying again. The way that these skeletons move, it's like slightly over the top. Surely not the most effective way of moving. Like you think you could in an environment like this, you could easily get like a stone jammed in one of your sockets and not be able to move properly. There's probably all sorts of health conditions that animated skeletons can get that we don't even have as humans, as full humans. Like, I'm sure they have all sorts of like corrosion of the bones and that kind of stuff. It's a whole separate branch of medicine needs to be invented when we get to the point where we have animated skeletons, which I'm sure will happen someday. Someone must be working on that, right? Certainly hope so. Someone's going to be doing the cool stuff. There should be two sort of criteria for if research gets funding. Is it going to be useful for humanity, and is it going to be cool? Like, I don't think we can discount the cool stuff because, you know, that's what makes life worth living in the first place. It's not all just about preserving life. You've got to also come up with ways to make it cooler. So, you know, animated skeletons would be a prime example of that. Some people might disagree and think that's a horrible thing that will make the world worse, but, you know, some people are racist. Some people think that about people of other races, and they're wrong. We shouldn't be indulging that kind of thinking. So why should we be indulging anti-skeleton bias? Anti-skeleton bias would be the most ridiculous form of prejudice there is, because it's like it's literally hating something that is part of yourself. I mean, that's what a lot of prejudice is, obviously. A lot of homophobia is based around that, obviously. But, you know, that would be taking it to an interesting new level. Oh, I've got 7,000, nearly 8,000 souls. I don't really want to lose it at this point, but I feel like I'm about to. Don't do that thing you did last time, please. That was not fair. Okay, you can fall off though, that's fine. Okay. Right. Getting back there. Okay, so there's a hole in here that drops down to somewhere else. I can't remember where it drops down to, but can't remember if I found that on the recording or not, but it's nothing that exciting, I don't think. That was my phone again, don't worry. Check your phone just to be safe though. I mean, you might have missed a call anyway, you might just have like left it on silent and forgotten about it and someone's been trying to get in touch. Check your phone right now. That's a public service announcement. Also, drink some water. You might be dehydrated. I was feeling like a bit sick and tired and like had a bit of a headache earlier, and I realized, oh wait, no, I'm not dying. I just haven't drunk any water for a while. Sometimes it's that simple. Make sure you're drinking water. Makes you feel so much better. Especially if you're hungry or thirsty or something, and you're like, if you're craving other things, you might find that water actually satisfies your cravings just as much as what you would have eaten, and it also makes you feel a lot better, like, than if you drink a bunch of Coke or something. Oh no, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. I don't want to die in here. No. Okay. Give me bloody... There we go. I want to get to the next bonfire. Absolutely not dying to this. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, joke's on you. I had too much health for that to work this time. Okay. Let's just get to a bonfire and heal up. And maybe I'll make a few attempts to get down to the gargoyle without a face, and fight it and see if I can get anywhere with that guy, and then I might call it for today. The thing about this bridge, like, I was sure it was going to tilt over as soon as I stepped onto it, but it hasn't. Like, that's never been a problem. I've crossed it several times now and it hasn't done that. Maybe it's biding its time, I don't know. I think the bonfire's through here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Vroom. Should I farm until I have enough souls to level up with? How many do I need? About 11,000. So let's get like a few more 1,000 souls, and then I can level up, and then I can fight this thing. Just so that I feel like I'm making a bit of progress, even if it's not like on the main path of the game. It's in the, at least in my character progression, I'm making progress. That's something. Don't. Oof. Thought he was going to do that move on me again. It's like a throw in a fighting game. It just locks you into it and nothing you can do. Unless you're actually good at fighting games. Which I am most assuredly not. Okay, this is the bit with 3 of them. This could be dangerous. 3 is a little too many for my comfort. Yep, get out there, get out there. Retreat. Retreat. Fall back. There we go. Getting there. Hello. Whee! Will you fall into that bloody, like, trap and have to fight the flippin' skeletons in wheels to get out? You bastard. else can I go? I guess I could go out the door of this place and fight the skeletons on the bridge. It's the Shrek theme tune, for anyone wondering. It's one of those tunes that, like, it's been in my head for probably a good 15 years now, since I first saw Shrek, and it's not going anywhere. It just pops back in randomly. Much better than the song that everyone associates with Shrek now on the internet. Whee! I had the Shrek soundtrack CD, which was a weird soundtrack CD because it had like other versions of some of the songs that weren't in the film, and it was strange. But I liked it quite a lot. In my youthful ignorance of music. Haven't listened to it in a long time. Maybe I should. See how it holds up. Could you review? Been meaning to do music reviews or something on my YouTube channel, because like I never have seen the point of doing them in text form really, because I've tried, but like I just can't convey what I like about things necessarily very well in text form if they're music. Where's that guy hitting me from? Must be over here. But yeah, I feel like I could do some sort of music-based, maybe not reviews, but at least rambling about music that I like on YouTube, because then I could have little clips of the songs. The only thing is, like, you get content IDs, and the YouTube content IDs system is still very not friendly to the video makers. It kind of just automatically assumes that you're using it in an improper way, so even if I was using them like in a context where I was like critiquing them or commenting on them like in a very fair use kind of way, then I think I'd still probably end up having to like argue with YouTube about whether I was allowed to use them, and I just can't really be bothered with that. I guess I could do it on a podcast or something. Actually, that might be the best way, because no one's policing those. Like, you can do bloody anything on a podcast. I mean, obviously, you might get a letter from someone's lawyers, but that's a fairly extreme circumstance. Like, I doubt they would do that if it was clearly fair use. Maybe I'm naive, but they actually would have to manually find it, and unless they've got a bot that crawls the web and looks for uses of their music in podcasts. They probably do have that, don't they? It's a sort of crappy thing that would exist. Yeah, but yeah, you know, well, where was I going with this? It might still be worth it. I could try. I don't really need to create another podcast that I'm way behind on and feel guilty for not making more episodes of, though. I've still got 2 of those. 3 if you count the one from like 10 years ago. Which I've just kind of given up on now. Yeah, I will get back to Everything vs. Everything and Rainy Day Adventure Club. Little plugs for them there. If you want to go and listen to the archives of them, they are fairly entertaining, I think I would describe them as. I wouldn't go overboard and say they're a revolution in list. I think Rainy Day Adventure Club is one of my favourite things that I've done. So I would definitely, if you're into sort of D&D podcasts and that kind of thing, or even if you just like want to try something new, go check out Rainy Day Adventure Club at rainydayadventureclub.wordpress.com. It's fun. I like it a lot. it's fun, really fun to do, but it's a lot of work, and that's why I haven't. That's why episodes have been a bit sparse lately. I would really love to find a way to do it more frequently than I am right now, because I do enjoy it so much. Like, actually running the adventures live is a lot of fun. It's a bit stressful, but it's so much fun, and it's so rewarding afterwards when it all comes together and in the edit and everything. Or you know, it doesn't even really take the edit. It's more just like it comes together when you're recording it with the players, and they're adding so much to it. But yeah, basically it's a sort of there's more. I feel like there's more things like it now than there were when I started it, but it's a bit like a role-playing podcast where it's like an adventure that people are going on and they're having a fun little time, and they're having to solve puzzles and fight things and talk to people and stuff. But it's more puzzle-based than your average tabletop role-playing system. Like, I tend to just... I've made it hard for myself because I tend to like create a bunch of different styles of puzzle and stuff for every adventure. So there's not really a standard combat system that I can reuse over and over again. I'm trying to sort of bring in a few elements of that now, just to make it a bit easier to create new adventures, but I haven't really mastered that yet. I've got ideas for how it might change in the future, but I think it's worth listening to if you're into that kind of thing. It's fun, and the players on it are very, very fun people. They're all just my friends. No one famous, but unless you recognize some of them from the short films that we've done and stuff. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I don't really need another podcast I'm not working on. And Everything versus Everything will come back when I can be bothered. I just had a sudden... For some reason, I'd been editing one episode a week for like however long we did it for. It's like 18 episodes or something. Suddenly I hit a point where I was like, I can't be bothered doing this anymore. Just during the editing of the 18th or 19th one. And so I just stopped, and I was like, I need a break from this. I didn't intend for it to be as long as it has been, but I'm sorry. If you've actually listened to any of them, then thank you, and sorry. It will be back at some point. It's a lot easier to do than Rainy Day Adventure Club because it's less preparation. But it is just us talking nonsense mainly. It's just a vague... the format is just a vague excuse for us to be able to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Yeah. Okay, right, I think I have enough souls to level up again now, so let's go do that. And then I'll go and try and fight the Headless Gargoyle. We'll see how that goes. Right, what do I want to level up this time? Let's not do Vitality again. I could do Resistance. Let's do Resistance this time. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Right. Now, let's go and kill a gargoyle. And also get killed by a bunch of skeletons who keep respawning. Because I haven't found the guy with the lantern yet who controls them. There must be one somewhere. There must be one somewhere nearby, but I have not found him. I feel like there's a skeleton that sometimes falls on me at this point, but I don't know where it is. Wait, is that... getting paranoid. I think I'm hearing things. Oh, there's one. Oh! Right. Is that one going to come back? I feel like that one maybe stays dead. Maybe? No, it doesn't. Okay, all of these ones come back. Right, I should probably just be running past them and trying to find the lantern guy, because there's no real point in trying to kill them right now. I don't think the lantern guy's through here. I think this is just a random other room with nothing much in it. What is in here? Or is it just like a way down to somewhere else? I can't remember what's in here. Oh, there's a giant guy. Maybe if I can get past this guy, there will be, I will be able to find, what's his name? What is his name? I don't know. Know what I'm saying? Maybe the lantern guy's hiding through that other crack in the wall. I'm gonna have a look, because if I can kill the lantern guy, then that makes my life a whole lot easier. This is water, by the way, just in a Lucozade bottle. I'm not actually drinking Lucozade at 20 to midnight. Even I am not. Even my sleep schedule is not that messed up at the moment. It certainly has been in the past. But I'm trying to fix it so that I am capable of maintaining a job if necessary. Okay. At least this isn't a long walk back. That's a nice thing. Like that bonfire there. It's quite convenient for this little area here. Go away, all of you. Right. There we go. Now there was a way through to the right, wasn't there? Oh my god. Okay, too many skeletons. Officially too many. Officially too many skeletons. Okay. Lantern guy, please be around somewhere, lantern guy. I just want to kill you. That's all I ask. Come on, lantern guy, where are you? Where are you, lantern guy? Please, lantern guy. Please, lantern guy. Where are you, lantern guy? There you are, lantern guy! I knew you were here somewhere. Die! Die! Yes! 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 Haha! Vindicated. I was having self-doubt. I was like, is there actually going to be a lantern guy, or are these guys just coming back for no reason? But yes, there's a lantern guy. That is so great. That is amazing. Hooray. I'm so happy right now. Wow. Progress. I made progress today. Even if it's only in a little skull lantern. I actually got a skull lantern. Excellent. Okay, that leads back down to where I was, I think. Up. Oh, there's a ladder. What's up here? You gonna spike me? No? You are, though. Can't you be more like your friend there? Miracle Tranquil Walk of Peace. No idea what that is. Is this a... yeah, that's a... way down. Oh, Jesus! Why, there's so many of you. Oh no, I'm in this area again. Oh well. I don't really care about anything now because I killed the lantern guy and I'm like on top of the world. I don't care if I die right now. In a good way, not in a bad way. Oh well, I'm dead. Oh well, who cares? Lantern guy is dead. Long live lantern guy. Not really. I hope he's the last lantern guy. I Not a fan of the lantern guys. If they didn't hide, I would be fine with it, but it makes it quite tricky. Okay, so in theory I can now get through this whole area killing all the skeletons as I go along and not get overwhelmed by them, and actually have a chance at killing that gargoyle thing. We shall see. Oh yes we shall. Ow, go away. Right, do I want to go through there? Let's leave that till later. There is that giant skeleton and that sort of open tomb with an item inside, but let's just ignore that for now. Should I? Or should I go down there? I don't know. I guess I could go down. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. If it's too much hassle, I will come back later. Oh, hello. Is the giant guy just... Oh yeah, the giant... No, the giant guy's not here yet. Oh, I'm dead anyway, probably. Yeah, oh well. Too much hassle, too many skeletons in one place. No way to kill them one at a time, so I will go the other way and try and fight the gargoyle. And if that doesn't work, I will give up in a sulk, and I will see you next time. We'll see. I should really be checking my phone. I just realised that it's been going off, and I've just been ignoring it and commenting to you that it is not your phone that's going off. But I should check it. Hang on a second. Okay, nothing important. That's fine. Good, good, good. No more interviews. That's what I like. I should not have that attitude. I should be happy when I get interviews, but they're so scary. So freaking scary. Oh god, no. Did I just get out of that animation there? Maybe I just dodged out of that horrible animation that they do to you sometimes, but maybe not. Might have been a different thing. Okay, right. Ignore that. Let's go down here to fight the gargoyle. Faceless gargoyle. You faceless gargoyle. I killed your guy with the lantern sewer. If I kill you, then you'll still be dead forever. Ow, I'm dead. Oh wow. Oh no, I'm not dead. Just got slightly blown up, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. There's not all the skeletons around here. It's so much easier when they just stay dead. Like, it was just a nightmare. I felt like there were... I mean, obviously it felt like there were infinite skeletons before. There's actually only like 3 in this whole bit, by the look of it. I don't trust that, because I did jump down there after feeling like, oh, I've got nothing to lose. There is actually, wait, there is actually a item down there. Where the hell is that? I feel like that's the place I was stuck in before, down there, but maybe that's the ledge that there was an item on that I couldn't get to. But there's no way I can survive the fall there. Maybe once I am higher level I could, but I don't know. So the gargoyle without a head is directly ahead of me here. Ahead of me. Gotta remember that when I use it while fighting him. Psychological warfare. Just as important as physical. So to the right there is the way down to where I was stuck for ages in the last episodes. If you remember that. Try comfort. I don't know what that means. What the hell does that mean? I've seen that a few times now and it does not really mean anything to me. So this guy can hit me very hard. He can also cast spells which do not seem as dangerous from my experience at least. But I'm sure they're not ideal to get hit by. Just trying to be careful here. I wonder if he's the same toughness as the guy from the Darkroot Garden entrance, or if he's actually tougher. Because I don't remember that guy being that hard, but I think because I had more space to fight him in, I think that made a difference. I could dodge around more, and I could get closer to him. Like, I could sneak up behind him, whereas here I can't sneak up behind him, because he's, like, in a very narrow corridor. It's quite an annoying setup for this fight. Yeah, I mean, there's just very limited options for getting close to him. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. Tough, there's an item back there. I wonder if that's all that's back there. It's possible that he is just like a side boss. Well, he's not really even a boss. He's just like a side enemy that if you kill him you get an item and that's it. It's not like a separate branch. I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that for tonight because I'm getting tired. It's getting late. And yeah, I should not make this video too ridiculously long. Hope you enjoyed it though. I did. I'm happy to be making a little bit of progress, even if it's just killing some old guy with a lantern. That's better than nothing. Take out my frustrations that I cannot kill the gaping dragon and other such monstrosities. Hope you're well. I will try and do this again soon. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.